this, then something happens to you. Nobody beats the bad guy.
Hey guys, this is Chase, that guy with the gloves, and this is going to be my review for the WWE Defining Moments Razor Ramon. We have been waiting a very long time for Mattel to make a Razor Ramon / Scott Hall figure, and it is finally upon us. The Defining Moments has brought back some amazing legends from Ric Flair to Hulk Hogan, and now we have the bad guy. And Razor comes in this awesome Defining Moments package. At the very top it says Razor Ramon with RR on both sides. And it's got the big Defining Moments logo down there with the new WWE symbol. On the side you got a picture of Razor Ramon saying, "Hey yo, why don't you bring it? Why don't you bring me that pepperoni pizza? Because I want to eat it. I'm hungry." Well, actually, that's what I'm thinking. God, I'm starving. I should get some pizza. Anyway, so on the back, we've got more chains with a little tiny razor blade right there. You know, in case he ever gets tied up or something and needs to make a quick escape. And on the back, it's got a description of who Razor Ramon is. So this really isn't from any specific event. I mean, they could have made the WrestleMania 10 ladder match with Razor, but then you would need black trunks and a more like gold vest than what he's wearing now. But this is an awesome Razor. In fact, it reminds me a lot of the very first Jakks Superstars wave of figures. That one included a Razor Ramon that looked a lot like this in color scheme. And, God, I actually owned that figure way back in the day. So this is really cool that Mattel is coming out with all these figures that are kind of like representations of those early Jakks figures. So yeah, if you want to, pause this and you can read all about Razor Ramon. Alright, well, waited long enough. Let's get the bad guy out of the box. So just one thing I wanted to point out real quick, and it's not something I've tried yet. I just noticed that you can take out the packaging inside of the box and use it like a really cool stand. I mean, this is awesome. Look at this thing. Razor fits perfectly in this little cardboard stand. And I didn't think to mention this when I reviewed the Defining Moments Ric Flair, was these Defining Moments figures used to come with a gold stand and a little nameplate, and you could set them up when you set up your figures if you have them on display outside the box. These new ones don't seem to come with those, at least so far, not that I've seen. I mean, nothing on the bottom of this thing. But yeah, these little backer parts of the cards in the packaging, they're really cool. You can use them as your own little stands, or, you know, dioramas or something. So like if you really love the Defining Moments figures, you can set these up. So yeah, cool thing. Just wanted to mention that. Probably leave it in the background because it looks awesome. Alright, so here is the bad guy. Pretty awesome figure. This might be my figure of the year already, and we just got started, people. So, right out the gate, this looks like it's going to be a good year for Mattel. I'm hoping so. Last year was pretty awesome, so who knows. First thing we'll take a look at is the beloved Classic Intercontinental Championship. That's an awesome belt. And comparing it to the white Intercontinental title, which mine unfortunately is missing some paint, I prefer this more classic look. The plate on it is a lot longer. The only thing I wish is that the Intercontinental Heavyweight Wrestling Champion little nameplates on here, I wish those were colored in a little bit so you can see them better. But I prefer having all of this stuff molded versus having it painted. This looks a lot better. And the side plates, little slight variations in it, but overall I prefer this one. And I must say, this is a really well done head sculpt. Looks just like Scott Hall, Razor Ramon. I love the little curl right up there at the top of his head. Facial hair looks great. The expression's cool with him smirking. It would have been cool if they could have put a toothpick in his ear and one in his mouth, but I understand kind of why they didn't. You might have had a little more defects with stuff like that. It would have been a cool accessory though, or just a cool little detail. Hair all the way around looks really great. And his gold chains look amazing with a little razor blade right there in the middle. And they're connected together so you don't have to worry about losing all the separate chains. Getting it off seems to be the tricky thing. So it looks like what you gotta do is you gotta turn his head. Okay, so to get the chains off, you just kind of gotta put one of his locks through them and then just pull them over. And then around like that. So, hey, that is a bit of a pain. It would have been kind of cool if it could have snapped off from the back. But yeah, this is a badass set of chains. And Razor is sporting some impressive man hair. It's always a bit of a greaser. And Mattel did a great job on here, just like how they did with the Elite 25 Bruno Sammartino. The vest is wicked freaking cool. It looks so awesome. It's got purple on the front with some gold buttons right there. And on the back it's all blacked out with Razor Ramon written in a cool little deco right there. And then it's got this cool strap going across it with a buckle. Looks amazing. Alright, so here is the bad guy in all of his wrestling glory. He's got one black elbow pad on his right arm, and on his left he has a purple elbow pad with 2 razor blades on it. On the back of his trunks he's got 4 razor blades, and on the front it says Razor. Looks awesome. All the paintwork on here is really clean and detailed. So he got one of his knee pads is getting swallowed up in the joint down there. It's not best for business. And his knee pads are purple with gold razors on them. And they look awesome! And then he's got the long boots that are purple with white laces and a white trim at the bottom. This being an elite figure, the bad guy, Razor Ramon, can rotate his head left and right, looks up and down. He's got an ab crunch. The hair surprisingly does not block this. He rotates at the waist. His shoulder rotates all the way around. Upper bicep swivel, bends at the elbow, rotates at the wrist, pivots in and out, and says, "Come on, Chico. Come get some of the bad guy." Legs can go out to the side and forward pretty well. He's got an upper hip rotation. He's got double bend in the knee. Rotates at the boot. Boot goes back and forward, and it pivots really well. The Defining Moments Razor Ramon is one of the best figures Mattel has ever made. I'm pretty certain you guys know which way I'm going to swing on my decision of whether or not you should purchase this action figure or not. It's got a great head scan, chest hair looks awesome, his ring gear looks amazing, totally accurate to Razor Ramon, the vest is amazing, title belt's cool, the chains are wicked sweet, although a little bit hard to get off. Other than that, no complaints about the figure. So what is it? Yes, 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 or no, no, no?
Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Of course it's a yes. Are you kidding me? You don't vote against the bad guy. The machismo oozing from this figure alone is well worth the asking price. You pick him up at Ringside Collectibles. You could probably eventually wait, and then he'll be available at Kmart, Target, Walmart, all those stores. But I would suggest getting it from Ringside. You'll get it a lot quicker if you do. It's a great figure. Do not miss out on this one. So, this was Chase from Burnout Inc., that guy with the gloves. You can find me at Instagram at BurnoutInc BPW. On Facebook, and you can email me at thatguywiththegloves@gmail.com. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time.